We live. We live. What up? What up?
What up? What up?
I ain't know he was chill like that, bro. You see that dude on TikTok? I gotta send it to you, bro. He is hilarious. He is hilarious. Deuce. What's the Saturday looking like, bro? What's the vibes on the Saturday?
We cooling. We cooling. We vibing.
Cool.
We cooling. We
Yeah,
cooling.
yeah, baby, yeah. They coming to our hood today. We're going to the NFC South. We had to postpone Tuesday's episode because life happens. Y'all continue to lift up Soy in his recovery. All right, so we're gonna do this tonight, and we'll still get to the AFC West on Tuesday. AFC West: Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders. Bro, I posted my division winners today just because we already kind of been through it, and it wasn't much gonna change unless something drastic happens. You know, somebody always get hurt during training camp. You can't say the Chiefs ain't winning the division without somebody being mad, bro. You just can't say it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
They be hot for them. I'm like, bro, I'm not rooting against y'all. Chargers got
Like,
a good team and an
just being
easier schedule.
realistic. Just being realistic.
Realistic enough, bro. You just literally can't say Chiefs can't win nothing, bro. Can't say Chiefs can't win nothing. You be ready to be on the heads, bro. Be on the heads, man. Before we get into it, anything you want to start off with? Anything you want to openly share before we get into our hood? Because you know we starting with us to begin with.
Get into it.
Get into it.
Let's get into it.
Oh, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. Don't put on my chain with
I had
Deuce.
I had to make my special appearance.
Yeah,
And
don't put on my hat. Panthers number one.
Panther
Panthers
number
number one.
one. Panther
Panthers
number
number one.
one.
Yeah. Wait, we couldn't wait. Yeah, baby Joker. Yeah, baby Joker. Yeah, baby
Ah,
Joker. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Panther number one.
Panthers number one. All right. And so he also knows throughout the time I always try to wear a jersey of the team or a team in that division if I got one. I wore the Redskins, the Jets, the Patriots. I'm gonna wear the Roaring Riot. You see, we got the chains. We got big chains. That's what we got. Big pimping. And I got the rest of the jerseys we're gonna wear for the rest of the show today. Deuce! Talk to him about our Panthers, man. You can go
We're
ahead.
number one. We're number one. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This offseason, it was one of those things that I needed to see the team make some moves to solidify whether or not I'm going to be vigilantly watching. Because
Yeah.
I can't take too much heartbreak over these last few years. You know what I mean? But nah, for real though, I wasn't a big fan of the Teddy Bridgewater pickup. I wasn't a big fan of the Sam Darnold pickup. I'm still undecided on the Baker pickup, but I do think that Baker will add a dynamic to the team that we've never seen before. Uh,
Mhm.
just besides because he's more of a pocket passer, I would say, in my opinion, than Cam was. So
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but he
yeah.
still has that energetic uh, aura about him that Cam does have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what that does with our team. But at the same time, I'm not holding my breath. Uh, just because he's coming off of an injury. So it's like he says in the press conferences that he's done, he says he feels really good. But at the same time, who knows until they really start taking contact.
Right.
Uh,
So
besides
we usually do it
besides
this way
that,
too. We usually do it this way too. My bad. Carolina Panthers head coach Matt Rule entering year 3 of the 7-year deal. Right.
make a break.
Last
Make a break for me.
we're gonna have to talk about that part. Year 1, COVID year. We tried to be optimistic yet gracious, being a head coach going into the COVID year. He goes 5-11. The NFL adds a game. He goes 5-12. You know what I'm saying? So as the Panthers fans, people know that we are. Let's try to open them up into our mind of the roller coaster of Rule, right? The roller coaster of Matt Rule. You give a college coach 7 years, and you said it the whole time. His byline was year three is the year, right? His whole
Year
time
three.
was year three is the
Statistically,
turnaround. Statistically, at Temple and Baylor, Matt Rule will tell you year three is the year. We started off 3-0. We played the Jets, we played the Saints, we played the Texans, all with a healthy CMC until we played the Texans the Thursday night. CMC goes out. Sam starts to go back to who Sam really is, right? Literally statistically, there's 32 teams. My man grades is like the 34th quarterback in the league. The
I
man
think
does
it's a little
not.
less than that, honestly.
He's a little less than that. And I know Jay tagged me in a picture of Baker and Sam since they both entered the league are the two highest interceptions. Like they've thrown the most interceptions. Even in fairness to Baker, Sam hasn't played an entire year. So his numbers could be way higher than being second place. But the fact that you got both of them, the number one and number three pick in the 2018 draft, bro, it's at like for both of them, it's got to be like the most. Hey, look at us! Look at us!
Look at
Look at
us.
us!
Who would
Look
have
at
thought
us!
it?
Who would have
Not
thought?
me. Not
Not
me.
me! Not me,
Ah,
bro! And not us! We don't deserve this! We don't deserve this, bro! We don't
uh,
deserve this punishment! We don't deserve this punishment! So to give people a little recap of what we done in free agency this year: Hassan Reddick, Stephon Gilmore, Daquan Jones, and Morgan Fox have all left the team. We kept Dante Jackson. We signed Austin Corbett. We signed Matt Ioannidis, Bradley Bosman. Praise God, Jermaine Carter's gone. Right? we you big called him. We're out on him. Reddick goes to the Eagles. Gilmore goes to the Colts. Jones goes to Buffalo. We take Matthew Ioannidis from Washington because clearly he's more of a run defender than Fox was. We'll take that. We picked up Xavier Woods from Minnesota safety, so hopefully we got a pairing with Jeremy Chin. Beside him's kind of been again very hit or miss with Burris and the rest of them guys. Hartsfield, we ain't really found that. Rashad Higgins, who we picked up from Cleveland, who I felt like that was like when we picked up David Moore last year. I just feel like it was more likely just a body that was there and he'll probably be gone for training camp. In the draft, our draft, one thing that I tell people, I hate Matt Rule, but man, I love Scott Fitterer. like
that boy,
I
hey,
I
he be
mess
finding the diamonds.
yeah, I mess with Scott Fitterer, bro. Like I really mess with Fit. Like that's the whole problem with like what we got going on is we hate our coach, but we got our GM. So with the number 6 pick, we got Ike Ekwonu, no picks. So we pick up Matt Corral, trading up for him after Kenny Pickett goes in the first. Desmond Ritter goes in the third, second quarterback to the Atlanta Falcons. Malik Willis goes to the Titans. Then we get Corral. I'm gonna be real with you. I think they was gonna take Ritter or Malik, but they was gonna take whoever was last left of them. Because we didn't have no draft capital, I knew they wasn't gonna move up too far. They was gonna wait as long as they could. So whoever was the last of them four left was who we were gonna take. I don't think Sam Howell was ever a real thing. And then after that, man, you got a lot of people who just fit the Matt Rule, physical specimens, super athletic, or Temple Baylor guys. Brandon Smith, Amari Barno, Cade Hayes, Kalen Barnes. Kalen Barnes being the fastest cornerback in the draft this year. Ran like a 4.23 or something. Like, dude is just one of them dudes. And again, he's a Baylor guy, and another one's a Temple guy. And Brandon Smith's just a super athletic dude who you bring off, bro. Off season wise, I like everything we did except for quarterback, bro. I like
Yeah,
everything we did except for quarterback. I am 100% okay with. I'm glad at what we did with the. He said, "Thought you guys was KC fans." Nah, we not no free. Nah, we still get on 2Ks. We do. Nah, I know we not no KC fans. We here in KC. I'm not.
yeah. I'm not.
Going.
So for me, I'm not upset about the quarterback stuff. It's just I
Oh yeah.
didn't see
Hey,
us
don't say
going
panty
like
fan.
that.
Who's you in the pet? You here? You in our hood, fish? You can't be talking bad on us like that. Get out my comment section, Dwayne. Get out. Oh, you can't be talking about us like that. All right, what you got, Deuce? What was you saying?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not necessarily upset about the quarterback stuff. I didn't expect it to go the way it did. I thought we was gonna try to probably go get someone a little more explosive from the free agency or even making the trades like Baker. Uh, I'm actually kind of excited to see what Matt Carroll has to offer to the team. I don't expect him to play this year. I hope he doesn't play this year.
Nope.
Our quarterback depth chart is pretty
We got the
solid.
worst quarterback room in the NFL, bro.
We
That's
do,
just
we do,
that's just
but
it, bro.
I
We got the
don't
worst
like. I'm
quarterback
saying
room in the NFL, bro.
it's solid to keep him off the field. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
that's facts. That's facts.
Like it's solid to keep him off the field. So I want to make sure that he gets to be able to sit for a year, at least a year, to be able to gain the
So
knowledge
and
and
this and
see how fast
this is why I'm good.
the
And
flow is.
this is why I'm good. This is why I'm good with Baker coming. Is because again, Matt doesn't have to touch the field at all. He does not have to touch the
Yeah,
field, which is okay. Matt is also the only quarterback on this roster who actually is under contract in the next year.
yeah,
PJ's only on a 1 year. Sam and Baker are both gone after this year.
yeah.
The Y'all know I have been screaming to fire Matt Rule. But it's like, when you tell somebody they need to break up with somebody or get away from somebody and they don't ever do it. When we got out of that Giants game and Tepper didn't fire Rule, I knew he was in for the long haul, bro. He should have
Oh,
never
sir.
made it out. He should have never made it out of New York, but he
That boy
made it
should
out of
have
New
down. He should have took that
Dog.
damn Greyhound back.
Took the Greyhound. Hey, bro, don't even worry about it. We got you a
You
nice
got it.
Airbnb for the
Nice.
family for the week. You good, bro? Don't even come back to Carolina. Not only Matt Corral is the only quarterback on the roster in the next year, which is cool. He's not ready. This team's not ready for him. You would want to go get somebody more explosive, but be very honest, going for a Jimmy G, you don't know what you got to give up for him. And I'm also starting to think the 49ers don't want to give him up.
They would
Thank
not give.
God y'all know I was calling for Watson. Thank God we ducked that bullet. And the only reason I'm standing on it. The only reason he went to Cleveland was because of the guaranteed money. That's it. Was because of the guaranteed money. That's the only reason he went to Cleveland. Whoever was offering guaranteed money, and Cleveland was the only team to offer guaranteed money, is who got him. So, like I said, I don't think the 49ers honestly want to come off of Jimmy G. I rather think they rather keep
I'm
him
okay with
around.
that though. I'm okay
No,
with
no,
that.
no, that's cool because you don't want to. I feel like Jimmy G has a locker room presence and he's respected there. He's a professional dude, so I don't think Jimmy actually is gonna leave. I also think people is gassing on the Trey Lance, slander. I think people is gassing. They're just trying to mess with him. But
Yeah.
again, that's on that.
Me
But
personally, I'd rather be entertained by Baker's antics and like just his charisma
yeah,
than be like, man, Jimmy G.
but this is the worst.
Oh,
This is the worst matchup though because Jimmy G's a level-headed professional. That ain't Baker. That ain't Matt
I'm
Rule.
okay with that.
That
I'm
ain't
okay.
Sam
I'll take
Darnold,
that.
bro.
I'll take that.
That ain't
I'll
none of
take
that,
that.
bro.
I'll take that. I'll take the antics from Baker
Yeah,
and
I'm not taking that, bro.
the going into the like shutting down from Sam Darnold. I'll take those. Like,
Yeah.
because as soon as Darnold shuts down again, it's cool. Whatever. Baker,
Yeah.
here we come. You know what I mean? Like, or
Baker,
Baker
here
from
we
the
come,
start.
bro. Baker,
Like,
here we
and then
come.
if anything, if it all goes like super bad, hey, we got PJ. My boy is 2-0.
Matt does. Why are we in such a sad place, bro? We don't deserve this, bro. We don't deserve this. Let me
Just
tell
playing.
you something. So when I go mention again, last year, the analysis for Carolina literally does not change. The only thing holding this team back is having a bottom three coach and a bottom three quarterback room. Like literally, that's it. Like the rest of the roster can't even be. The fact that people will be like, "Hey, y'all roster is trash," and this and that and this and that, and I'm like, "Bro, do you not know who we got on the roster?" But
Always, bro.
but it's true to integrity. Is the strength of your team does come off of how good your coach and quarterback
Quarterback
is.
car. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a trash coach. We have a trash quarterback. So, bro, people like we can't tell people about a Jeremy Chin. We can't tell people about a J.C. Horn, a Brian Burns, a Shaq, a Keith Taylor, DJ Moore. Like we can't tell people about these people because they're
Tommy
looking at
Tremble.
yeah, Tommy. Like we can't tell people about these people because it's like, bro, we got look at our quarterback room and look how our quarterback situation is going to be. So it's tough. I don't. So to recap last year, right? We went 3-0. The thing about being 3-0, we was healthy, right? We played Dallas. We had 7 people out against Dallas. We played Philly. Then the rest of the year got hurt, and the rest of the year we literally it showed Matt Rule's weakness. It showed Sam's weakness. It showed the roster's weakness with running the ball, like with run defense and pass protection. You get towards the end of the year, you bring in Cam. The Arizona game, not just Cam coming back, because you could have left Cam out the game. Shaq and CMC finally show back up after being gone for weeks. Shaq and CMC, the leader of offense and the leader of defense, show back up. The team looks drastically different. So it's like my stance for the team in which you never, ever, ever want to be in, especially with CMC. We only go as far as a healthy CMC takes us. That's it. If CMC plays the entire season,
We good.
we have a
Solid.
way better chance. If CMC gets hurt week 3 again, Bryce Young number 1. Bryce Young number 1. Hey, we gonna be in the Bryce Young sweepstakes, bro. That's a wrap, bro. That is an absolute wrap, man. We not gonna be able to hold it down. We not. So let's go ahead and get into the record predictions. Y'all go with us. Tell us what y'all think. Hey, Fish, man, you're not about to keep sitting here and talking about us, man. Bro, I'll be seeing your comments and trying to duck you, bro. But we talk about the Niners. Fish, we talk about the Niners in 2 weeks before we get to the conference, too. So make sure
Hey,
you
Oos, I
with us.
got you. I got you, Fish. The Niners are going to be the bottom of the division, so go ahead and take that L's. It's special. It's special. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and it's one of those L's that you have to take. One of those L's.
Don't start no smoke, Goose. Don't start no smoke, Goose. Don't
No,
start no
hey,
smoke.
we in
Hey,
it,
matter of
bro.
fact,
We in it.
no. Bump that. You dang right. We play y'all this year. And little Trey Wade ain't gonna want to play against Brian Burns. And little Trey Wade's gonna
Yeah.
throw 2 picks to J.C. Horn. And little Trey Wade's gonna make you want Jimmy G to stay around.
And
Yeah.
Jimmy G's gonna be like, no, Dante Brown is coming after me. Yeah. It's gonna be over.
Yeah. Like,
Go
who's
ahead,
that
sit
super
down.
fast guy, Brian Burns? Who's that super fast guy, Brian Burns? Like, yeah.
Eat it.
Hey, no, Fish. Hey, when we, oh no, Oos, we'll take bets. We're taking bets, Oos. Oh, mamas, Fish. When the Niners play that week, come on with us, and we'll make a bet. I don't like to. I don't like to bet money, Oos. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to bet money because I don't like what people turn into that stuff. So, we'll come. We'll think of
We'll
something.
figure it
Oos.
out.
Figure it
We'll
out.
talk
You
offline.
we'll put a jersey. Yeah, we'll talk offline. You want to put a jersey on the line or something? We always take bets. We don't hide no smoke. We don't hide from no smoke. DJ Moore's better than Debo.
Facts. Robbie Anderson better than
What
Debo.
DJ do? I mean, Debo just got 1,000. DJ never had less than 1,000 in any of his years. But who am I though? Right? Let me move on about my way.
Crazy.
Crazy. Hey, I miss it. I love it. All right, so Deuce, we got a week 13 bye week, right? You see the
I
schedule?
love it.
All right, so we got Cleveland, New York, New Orleans, Arizona. Hey, y'all, if y'all could do real quick, throw a rose in the chat, a hand clap, a strong man in the chat for Soy, for still holding this down for us, man. We always appreciate the Ooze for coming through no matter what. Always
Big
flowers to
Ooze.
the Ooze. All right, so do y'all see the schedule on the screen? We start off with Cleveland. Again, this is off the assumption that Deshaun Watson is going to miss some time, right?
He definitely missed in week 1.
He
missing week 1.
definitely has to.
I don't care
miss
if he
week
come
1.
week 2. He can come back week 2. He definitely missing week 1 though. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So we have Cleveland, Giants, Saints, Arizona, Frisco. You see that? Week 5, Fish. We got y'all week 5. The Rams, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Cincy.
And y'all coming to the house.
And y'all coming to the crib. Last time we went to the West, and we had Kyle Allen. And I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? That just was what it was, bro. That was what it was with Kyle
Was what it
Allen.
was.
Okay, yeah, it was what it was. You can have that one.
You
You
can't even tell
can.
me. You can't even tell me who Colin Allen's play for is right now.
Yeah. Nick Bosa and them had them looking bad. You know, we came to the West. Y'all got to come to the East. All right. Cincinnati, Atlanta, Baltimore, and Denver. All right, dude. So I'll go, and then you could kind of follow me up. So I got a week 1 dub against Cleveland.
Indeed.
I got a week 2. Boy, I swear to God, if Matt Rule lose to the Giants back to back, boy,
I'm gonna go down there.
yeah, we are.
He
It's
gonna
all
have to,
hands.
he gonna
It's
have to see
all
me.
hands. Hey, tell Matt come outside. We need to talk to him.
Hey, you gonna have to see me. Clock
So,
in.
so it says 3-9 at the bye week. So, Soy, since you're giving us 3 wins, please can you tell me in the chat who those 3 are? So I got a week 1, week 2. I'm going to take a week 3 dub on the Saints. No D Hop in Arizona. Arizona has an absolutely terrible record without D Hop, and we've beaten Arizona every year that Matt Rule and Cliff Kingsbury have hung up. Every Cliff Kingsbury Matt Rule matchup, Matt wins. Why? Because he's the better college coach. so Matt beats Cliff. We beat Arizona every year that they've played together. All right, so I got us going 5-0 until we play at the Rams.
Me too.
I got us going 5-0 until we play at the Rams. And if you want to say something in. 5-0.
I'll give you my Addy. Come see me.
Said unless Watson somehow plays, we 3-9. So Soy says he has us winning Cleveland, New York, Atlanta, and New Orleans. But if Watson plays, he'll give Cleveland a dub. I got us beating every team. We're going to smack the 49ers and fish, and then we're going to go to the Rams and Aaron Donald. All right. To L. We'll take our L to the Rams. We're playing at Tampa. Brady can have that one. We'll play at Atlanta. I'm not tolerating no disrespect from people who think we should be splitting with Atlanta because we should be sweeping Atlanta.
Me personally, I feel like we should sweep the division.
We
should sweep the division. That's it.
So Cepha has 5-7 at the bye. Cepha has 5-7 at the bye. We'll be at the Baltimore game. We will be at the Baltimore game. Y'all see that game? November 20th. We will be at the Baltimore game. So Tua will have to pay for our lunch after we beat them, and then we finish with Denver before the bye week. So Cepha says 5-7. Our division is Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Atlanta, and us. Now, see, Cepha says he doesn't hate us saying 5-0, but he don't believe it. Remember, last year we started 3-0, and it's
and we got hurt.
And so like it's not the Matt Rule is a terrible second half coach. Second half of game, second half of the season. He's like Cliff Kingsbury. He tends to start off way better than he finishes. I'm not saying it's an outright 5-0. Here goes Soy. Then we ran into the Eagles.
Oh man. Oh, we
got
hurt.
He have his dub. Because I'm not gonna hate.
No,
he have his dub.
I'm not.
So you're not gonna give it to him. It's already in stone.
Because before the game, he was like, "Hey, Oosh, y'all got it.
Yeah. Was some windy stuff. I told you, we literally argued about that for a week, bro. I wanted to box Soy, bro. On everything, I wanted to box him, bro. I was ready to box this man, bro. No, but I'm gonna save it for the end because Soy tried to steal stuff from me because he knows how excited we get, and he tried to steal stuff from us. So I'm not gonna do that today. All right, we saving that for the end. We're saving that for the end. All right. So Cepha says he has us 8-9 on the season. Respectable. He says he has us 5-7 at the bye week. He said Fitz said Cepha's got a kind heart at 8-9. Hey, coming with the smoke, bro. We got to have some issues,
Fitz,
bro.
Don't be mad at us because your team gonna be at the bottom of the goddamn division.
So Soy says 6-11, 7-10 ceiling. All right. After the bye week, we got Seattle. I'm not gonna lie. I've pushed the agenda of Seattle losing because Cepha wants Bryce Young, right? So I'm gonna just jump on that train for 7. So we'll take this dub, and this ain't the Legion of Boom Panthers matchup. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna have it's not gonna be one of them. Um, Pittsburgh. What do you think about Pittsburgh? So I think about Kenny Pickett, but I'm not.
I think it's gonna be really close. I think it's
I
gonna
think
be
it's
really
gonna be
close.
close.
I think
But
depending on how well Kenny Pickett adjusts to the league by
big
the
hater
time we
Roos.
see him,
I love
by
it,
the
Roos. I
time
do
we see
appreciate you here, man.
by the time we see him, and as long as we stay healthy up until then, I got us barely squeaking that one out.
Okay,
I would say
so we
we're gonna squeeze that one.
so we're actually playing Pittsburgh at home. I thought it
Yeah,
was away at Pittsburgh,
yeah.
so
That's
I thought it
that's
was
the only
at
reason why.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
That's the only reason why is because we're at home. I think
Yeah.
the crowd will be able to get behind us
It's
and
not
push
even that
us
for me.
over.
Yeah, for me, it's not even that to be real, because our crowd isn't nothing compared to a Pittsburgh crowd. You know what I'm saying? So as
Yeah,
long as that game is away from Pittsburgh,
exactly.
but again, Pittsburgh is not afraid to start a rookie from day one. Big Ben started, with
No,
Tomlin and them, so he's like it. I said Kenny Pickett was starting from day one.
but he does
Um,
have the Whopper hands, so.
does have the Whopper hands. All right.
Mhm,
Hey, ooh, Fish.
mhm.
2 weeks, ooh. I promise you, 2 weeks. What's the date? 2 weeks. We doing the NFC South. Seth is a Seattle fan too. We gonna do the whole. We trust me. That one's gonna be lit. That one's gonna be lit. I promise you.
NFC West, NFC
Um.
West.
So after the bye, there's 3 wins: Seattle, Detroit, New Orleans.
Yeah. So me personally, I think I think we might take 3 losses.
After the
Depending on how
bye,
we play, and up until the bye, I think we will probably maybe lose against the Broncos, Bengals, and Rams. Everyone else, because the Bucks were at home, so we usually win at the crib against them. Everyone else, I think we will be able to get the dub. And then the end of the season, that's when it starts getting kind of shaky, and we
so
start
I'm
losing a lot.
okay. Yeah, I'm okay with a late bye week. I'm okay with a
Oh,
late
I
bye
love
week.
late bye weeks. I
Yeah, I
love them.
love late bye weeks. Um. Okay, so Arizona just has proven to have a very bad record without DeAndre Hopkins, right? Like without D Hop, they have a bad record, and we just kind of had the number. So I'm going off of that assumption. I'm also going off the assumption that when we played New Orleans early last year and both our teams was cool, like we kind of gave them big work. Like we gave them big work, and I would never, ever, 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 ever again give them any type of props. Tampa, it's Brady, and Brady just f's us up. So I'm
But we're
okay.
at the crib.
Brady
Like that's
effed us
another
up
one
at
of
the
the ones.
crib too, bro. Brady messed
Yeah.
us up at the crib too, bro.
But I mean, we were
Like,
hurt. I chalked that one more so that we was just hurt and banged up when
yeah,
we
no,
seen us at the crib.
except for that's facts. Kyler can't finish, but Kyler, the first 8 weeks of the year, he be snapping, bro.
Solid. He be snapping.
He be snapping in the
He be
beginning of the year, bro.
energetic.
Yeah, but we caught them the beginning of the year 2 years ago, and we pulled it out. So
Yeah.
again, it's just one of them matchups, man. That I don't. I always lean to us because for some reason I just feel like it's the one matchup coaching wise it works in our favor. I just feel like it does. All right. So I'll be. Soy asked the question: does Baker start from week one? My
I think so.
projection, my projection of this entire season has gone with Baker being the starter from week one.
Yeah.
That's my entire projection. So there go your answer, Soy. I believe Baker should start from week one. I know I said a lot of stuff about hating Baker. I hate
Like
how the
Steve
media.
Smith. Like
No,
Steve
no, no.
Smith.
I'm not big fan of Steve Smith, and because I agree with Steve, bro. Like I 100%
Yeah.
agree with Steve.
Me
The
too.
media allowed Baker to get away with so much more that a Lamar couldn't get away with, that a Jalen Hurts couldn't get away with, that a black quarterback could not get away with. So it's again like Ryan Clark said it. You'll never see Chase Daniels if he was a brother. Chase Daniels is still getting contracts out here, and the man ain't playing. Like you don't see that, bro. So I'm not about to, bro. No, I think Baker is compared to what is in the rest of the league. I believe he's a starting quarterback, but there's a difference between being a starting quarterback and you're like the 17th to 20th best quarterback in the league, and then everybody over you is better? Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray. I would take Jalen Hurts over Baker. I would take Trevor Lawrence, some of the younger guys over Baker. So like, it's just one of them things. Like, I know Baker has a absolute ceiling and floor to who he is, and me asking him to do something else would have to be relying upon a run game, which when CMC's healthy, he makes life easy for any quarterback. Relying upon a defense, we know the type of defense we got. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully just being better protector with the ball, and it's cool.
Number one.
All right, dudes. I know we dragging on with the Panthers. Again, that's us. That's our hood. That's, bang bang, Panther gang. You know what I'm saying?
Panther number one.
Before we move out of here, so what's your final record prediction for the team? So you said only 3 losses up to the bye.
Yeah.
That's already like nine wins. So he said 3-9.
honestly,
So you have us 9-3 at the bye, at
Yes.
best. And plus the 3 wins after. That's a 12-win team.
Yes. I got us 12 wins.
12
And then
wins.
I think we'll lose Bucks home game, Saints home game, and then
Well, if you lose the Saints home game, that drops it down to 11 because you gave us a win before the bye week. We finished the season with the Saints, so that means that's only 2 wins after the bye. So that puts it to an 11-6.
maybe. I don't know.
Because the 3 wins I said after the bye were Seattle, Detroit, and New Orleans to finish the year. But if you're giving New Orleans a win, you got to take one away. That's 11.
Nah, yeah. You're right. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided on them because playing the Saints at home is always tough.
Yeah, playing them here, we'll get to the Saints here. We'll be able to talk about them. All right, so my expectations is literally the exact expectations that I gave last year. The Panthers have the biggest ceiling and floor of any team in the league, bro.
Yeah, so I got us beating the Bucks. I mean, the Steelers because we're at the crib. I got us beating the Steelers, Seahawks, and the
only 12
Lions.
we got is the cops. All right. Last year's assessment of the team literally does not change from this year. Everything goes off of Matt Rule and whoever the hell is playing quarterback, which is not a world you want to live in. This team could very easily double up on another 5-win season. Like, bro, there's a huge world. Yeah, like there's a huge world where and I said it last year. I literally said it last year, sorry. This is like what you be missing, bro. I said last year we are a 5-win team or we are a 11-win team, bro. I said there's absolutely no in between with this. Like there's no in between. There's no in between. I literally said it last year because they said the same thing to me. Bale gave me that look. You really? And I said, yes. I said this team could go 5 wins or this team could go 11 wins. Like, and it's all dependent on coach and quarterback. Now, here's the light in this all, right? Here's the bad part. No matter what the record is this year, Matt Rule will not get fired. Like, bro, he's here. David Tepper went on the interview and said he has at least 5 years. So even if that man goes 3-13, Matt Rule ain't going nowhere, bro. What's the better part about it, though, is the entirety of our coaching staff has changed. We have McAdoo as OC now, who was previously a head coach. The interim head coach that took over when we let go of Ron Rivera, Steve Wilkes. He's back on defense. We've added a lot of guys who actually have defensive history in their playbook. But again, it all goes on Matt. You know how I feel about Matt. He's like you said, he's narcissistic. He thinks he knows everything and he's a used car salesman type of dude, bro. I really don't like this man. But we mess with Scott Fitterer, bro. We mess with Scott Fitterer.
I rock with him.
I mess with Scott Fitterer.
This is what I'm getting in the draft. He got everything.
He got everything in the draft, bro. So, all right, dudes. 3 key players for the successful Panther season.
Quarterback.
Quarterback,
Whoever it is,
whoever it is, whoever it is,
a healthy CMC.
a healthy CMC.
Definitely, he's starting to climb that mountain to it.
All right. So we're trying to get the audio correct. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. They said the sound went off. Trying to get the audio. We're back. We're back. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I think Shaq is who he is. I think what we expected Shaq to do last year, we can expect him to do that again this year, right? But you hit it on the nail with the first two. Whoever's playing quarterback, you literally do not have to be special. Like, just be average, bro. Just be average, bro. Like,
Just be
literally, just be
consistent
average.
and don't make
And don't
mistakes.
turn over the ball. Like, literally, when there's a number two, a healthy CMC. He said the YouTube muted Deuce's wrong opinion. Hey, hey, YouTube heard 12 wins and said,
An Illuminati, that's all. I'm a child of God.
All right. Healthy CMC. Literally. If CMC gets hurt again, bro, it's a wrap. There's nothing to do. When CMC's in the game, we literally see how he changes the entirety of the game plan. And then number three is most important, Matt Rule in the coaching, bro. Literally, when we played the Eagles, you saw the graphic get posted up of the entirety of what the Panthers look like in the second half of games, right? We literally was
Or
leading.
reload.
Yeah, like, bro, we literally got outscored by like 100 plus just in the third quarter. So we coaching, improvement in coaching, and then that's it. We've definitely beefed up the O line. I don't expect the O line to be bottom of the tier. I expect us to be somewhere middle of the pack. But that is who has to be key players for us is a healthy quarterback. Well, a average quarterback, a healthy CMC, and improved coaching. Like, that's it, bro. When I tell you that I like real life believe we got three all pros sitting on the defense, but we can't say nothing about them because these fools can't do nothing else, bro. It just makes me mad, bro. It makes me mad. But let's move on for the Panthers. We'll come back to the Panthers at the end and finish off the division. We'll be moving on next to the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons with head coach Arthur Smith last year, who finished the year 7-10. 7-10, bro. They lose Matt Ryan. They lose Calvin Ridley due to betting. Calvin Ridley's gone.
Nice.
They draft Drake London, who I said for me was my favorite wide receiver in there because I think he's buns. Like, I don't think he's that guy, bro. I think they could have picked up anything else. So it says they dropped Mariota and upgraded to they dropped Matt Ryan and upgraded to Mariota.
I agree with that. I
He
agree
said
with
he
that.
agrees with that. He agrees
I
with that.
definitely agree with that.
They brought back Cordell.
Mariota, I'm like a Mariota
Let
down
me
down with him.
let me make sure that I'm getting all of their acquisitions correct. I'm sorry. Like I said, Matt Ryan was traded to the Indianapolis Colts. They picked up Russell Gage, also left. They picked up Casey Hayward from the Raiders. They re-signed Cordell Patterson. Hayden Hurst left. Dante Fowler left. Mike Davis left to Baltimore. Even their punter Thomas Morstead dipped out to Miami, bro. like a lot of
No, they definitely lost a lot more than what they received.
yeah.
But it's always that stigma of a next man up.
Yeah.
And I'm a big believer in that. Next man up, bro. Next man up.
Yep.
Earn your spot, right? But
Yep.
I know for a fact that Mariota is gonna be a game changer. Like he's definitely gonna benefit them way more than Matt Ryan. Like just
So
how
last year,
dynamic he is.
Matt Ryan did if I'm right, Matt Ryan did 3,000 with 20 and like 14 TDs. If I'm off the top, not 4, it could be 14 picks. I'd have to literally pull it up right here and see if I can find that again. Let me pull that up. Because I. So you think Mariota is an upgrade for Matt Ryan?
I do. I honestly do.
What was Mariota's last season as a starter? It's in Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah.
That's a good minute.
They were in the playoffs.
They won the Mariota tip touchdown game against Kansas City.
Yeah.
So they did that.
He did that.
He did that. All right. He did that. Let me put something. Since you say Matt Ryan is a upgrade, Mariota is an upgrade. I got to look this up. I have to look this up real quick.
So you're telling me? So statistically, he probably isn't because whatever reason the Titans benched him. But for me, the intangibles and just the player himself, Mariota's definitely better.
So last year, Matt Ryan did 3,900 passing yards, 20 TDs, 12 picks.
Yeah.
He also didn't have Calvin Ridley for the entire year. So Mariota's going to have a second-year Pitts, Cordell Patterson, and Drake London. Do you think he's capable of
beating that? Yes.
4,000 yards. This is 3,968.
Yeah.
You telling me Mariota's having a 4,000-yard season?
Or a 3,968-yard season.
You're telling me Mariota's going to have a 3,900-yard season and we sweep the Falcons?
Yes, because they have other games. They have other games. They're not about to beat us.
You can't give him 4,000 yards and then say that we're going to sweep them. He's got to get 300 on us somehow.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Or he can get 400 and 400 on 2 other people.
That don't make no sense, bro. That don't make no sense, bro. So Soy says 3,800, 20, 22 TDs and 10 picks.
Thank you, Soy. We're only 2 games. He doesn't have to rack up yards on us to get that.
If you say only 2 games, just to go on the other side of that, Burrow did 400 damn near on the Ravens.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
Damn near twice.
That's what I'm saying. Is
400 2 times, bro.
There's 15 other games that this man can do that on.
Oh yeah, shoot. My bad. I forgot I was supposed to put on my Falcons jersey. Go ahead, Deuce.
Like I said, there's 4 other. There's.
I had to put on my Falcons jersey.
There's 15 other games that he can do that on, right? Like, you're discrediting the fact that he can throw against the rest of his schedule.
Hold up. His career, I gotta look up this. I gotta look this up because I didn't think the starter might have. Okay, so 2016 he did 3,400, 26 TDs, 9 picks, right? 2017 he did 3,200, 13 TDs, 15 picks. Then the second year must have been the point where he got pulled.
When he got hurt. And it wasn't even like a big injury.
No, it's not an injury, bro.
It was like he twisted his ankle and they were like, we're gonna go to Tannehill.
It's not an injury, bro. It's not an injury. Like I'm with y'all on that. But upgrade.
Capital letters.
Okay.
3 exclamation points.
I'm not gonna take it away from you. I just don't think that.
Bro, watch. You'll see. That's
the problem. The problem is you don't want to see.
Like what I just say.
The problem is you don't
do it against
want to
us.
see. Okay,
he's not gonna do it against us. But the other teams on the schedule, my man is gonna go crazy, bro.
His best year, he had Delaney Walker as tight end.
And look, he got Cordell Patterson as tight end now.
Cordell Patterson's not tight end, bro. Kyle Pitts.
Same thing.
Same difference. Whatever.
Same, but different.
All right.
They both damn near the same person, bro. Like
All right. So let me make sure. Let me make sure that I got this right. They lost a lot of pieces, right?
they did.
They pick up Mariota.
Yes.
They got Drake London. So offensively, he has Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Cordell Patterson, and the O line doesn't seem that much more improved.
It's not, but they're not. I think this year they'll have a little bit more chemistry than what they did last year. Because
It is our
last year's when they really kind of assembled that line, if I'm not mistaken. So
and rightfully so. Arthur Smith was the Tennessee OC while Mariota was in Tennessee. So Arthur Smith should there's some familiar. They know each other.
come on now, there you go, put it
But
together.
this is where I think you're missing it. This is where I think you're missing it. Is I think Mariota starts the year, right?
Sure.
But I don't think he's starting when he plays us the second time.
Who you think starting?
Ritter. I think he
Why?
has half. I think he has half a year to give Ritter time to get right, and then Ritter's gonna step in.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I respect that. But I don't think, as long as Mariota doesn't get hurt or go down for a week, let me say that. Let me prefix everything with that. If Mariota stays healthy throughout the whole year and without getting hurt, he's not losing the spot.
That's where I'm the opposite of you. Is I think Mariota can stay healthy, but by the time he gets to the Thursday night game against us, Ritter will be playing.
Okay.
Ritter is just as athletic. Man's a 4-3, bro. Damn near 4. Ritter's 4-4, bro. Ritter's
You
these
gotta have
both are
space.
tall,
You
lanky
gotta have
dudes.
space for that.
Bro, these dudes is tall, lanky dudes who are fast, bro. Both of them.
You have to have space to get to your 4-3.
Okay. So Soy says Ritter won't play unless the Falcons are super buns or Mariota gets hurt. I'm telling you that both of those things are gonna happen. that's my assumption looking at. So when people talk about us being like the buns team, I'm looking at Atlanta lost a lot of pieces.
Facts.
Why would Atlanta only sign? I don't. Let me see how long they signed Mariota for. Right. Let me make sure before I say something.
It was like 2 years. I think.
It's a 1-year deal, right?
1 year.
It's a
No, I think
1-year deal.
It is.
I think it's a 1-year deal, bro. 1-year deal. This was a temp stop. I think if anybody's in the sweepstakes for QB, it should be this team.
Yeah.
If you gave me the 2023 Falcons with Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Person, potentially Calvin Ridley back, and one of the top quarterbacks in next year's draft, bro, that's kind of scary. Even though there's still a lot with this roster that you can tell they're trying to fill out.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I feel like.
I think they're gonna try to get it in the draft and free agency because they still can make a lot of moves. It's a lot of time before the season still, so I don't think that they're gonna just go into the season with the as is. I think they're gonna make some moves to be able to get it after it.
All right.
When's their bye?
So yeah, let's look at their schedule, bro. Let's look at their schedule. And then maybe this will help us to kind of work things out a little bit. So they open up the week against New Orleans. If it was up to me, they both would just tie.
Right.
Then they got
so for that, I got the Falcons winning that one. Because for
home?
whatever, at home. For whatever reason, Falcons are so damn hard to beat at the crib.
Yeah.
Like they be pulling out games at the crib. You like, man, because the year Julio went for 300 on us, that was at their crib. Like that was in Atlanta.
Hey, they also let the Eagles
was
last year.
crazy.
The Eagles walked in there and dog walked them week 1 last year.
I don't think Mariota's gonna do that though.
Cam Jordan, Marcus Lattimore, Demario Davis.
Yeah, not scared of them.
Heck no. All right,
My
all
president, bro.
right. Okay, all right.
They be all right.
All right, so they got a week 14 bye week. They also have a late bye week. If you guys didn't know, the NFC South is playing the AFC North and the NFC West. So we all will be playing Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cincy, 49ers, Rams, Seahawks, and Cardinals. So they start off with New Orleans. I don't
They
want
can
to give
do
them
it.
that. I don't want to give them that win. I don't.
I think they do, and I think we need them to get that win.
Nah. Yeah, I mean, in the scheme of it, yeah, but I don't think they win. I actually have New Orleans winning that one. Then they go to the Rams, L. Then they go to
Definitely big L.
Seattle.
Sorry, Oos. Sorry, Sefa.
This the thing. Cepho wants the L because he wants Bryce Young.
I know, but at the
But
same time, bro,
Atlanta,
it doesn't feel
but
good to lose though. Nigga.
it doesn't feel good to lose, bro. But this could be the
The
Bryce
year,
Young game.
the year. It's our year to get number
Bro,
one.
this is the crazy part. Like we'll get to Seattle. We know like the quarterback situation in Seattle was Drew Lock and Geno Smith, right? But
Crazy.
right now they got DK and Tyler Lockett. The Falcons have Drake London and Kyle Pitts. If Bryce Young went to DK and Tyler Lockett, CJ Stroud went to DK and Tyler, bro, that's scary, bro.
That's definitely scary.
That's scary. I would be diving in that. I'd be like, bro, this is some bull. But for that sake, Cepha, you can have Bryce this year. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Take
what I'm
Bryce.
saying.
Yeah, take Bryce, pay DK, and then that's another 10-year duo. All right. Week 4 against Cleveland.
I think it's a loss.
Tampa.
At Tampa, definitely a loss.
I'm just trying to count my dubs right now. And
Yeah.
right now, I'm gonna be honest, I see 4 or 5 to the bye week.
Yeah.
I
Same.
see 4 to 6. I have 4 to 6 wins at the bye week.
Who are your
New
4 or
Orleans,
6?
New Orleans, Seattle. Again, those are swing games. Cleveland, if Watson is out, but again, that's still Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney is still a good defense and good running game. So actually, I'm gonna give them an L that one. New Orleans, Seattle is a potential they'll split with us. Like you said, they are difficult to beat at the crib. Chicago, and then Washington and Pittsburgh become a toss up. But I also said Washington's gonna get 12 wins because it's a Riverboat Ron year. So I got them having 4 wins at the bye week. So what they would be? Let me see. What do you got?
I got 4 wins as well. 4. I mean, maybe 5. As weird as it's gonna sound, I think they might pull it out against the Chargers, to get that 5. But
So
I think
Cepha says they might have 2 wins by their bye week. Soy says 3 max. So both of them are saying 3 max. So we're being a little more generous than they are.
right?
Right. So we're being more generous than they are.
Because
And this is the problem. Like this is kind of the problem to me about the saying of Mariota's an upgrade because they still put out 7 last year.
yeah, they did.
Let's finish it out.
Again,
Let's finish it out.
only time will tell. But I'm just saying.
So let's go with 3-10. Let's say 3-10 at the bye, right?
Sure.
After the bye, you got New Orleans, Baltimore, Arizona, Tampa.
I think they beat the Cardinals. I think they beat the Cardinals. And they lose the other 3.
I'll give them a pick'em game, and I'll give them 1. So I'll give them 4. They're 4-13 this year. They're 4-13 this year. And Prime, you should be lucky. I don't say you 0-17.
I mean, if we gonna put it like that, then they definitely going 0-17. And then Seth is going 0-17, but they just gonna win by point differential to get the first plot.
So he says 5-12.
I got 5
I'm gonna
and 12 as well.
I'm gonna go 4-13.
Yeah, I got 5 and 12.
I'm gonna go 4-13. So right now, Carolina is 5-11 to your 12-5,
Yes, sir.
and then Atlanta is 5-12, 4-13. These are two top 5 pick teams at that.
No,
This
we
is
not
kind of
top five.
crazy.
We not top five. We getting at 12, bro, or at least close to it. God damn it.
You said at least close to it. All right. Three key players, bro. Three key players for you for the Atlanta Falcons for the 2022 NFL season. So one, I'm gonna
Uh,
be very honest. I'm a little salty. I seen a website drop their top defensive tackle postings, and Grady Jarrett was on the list over Derek Brown. And I said Derek Brown's not even the best D tackle. Well, clearly Vita Vea, but I'm like after him, you can't be the second best D tackle in the division behind Grady Jarrett. So
but that's
that made
because I honestly I think that's just because Derek Brown doesn't make plays. He just gets pressures. So
yeah.
it's
Either way
but
it goes, he's
that's one of those
definitely
like that's one of those untrackable like statistics. So I think for the Falcons top three, definitely coaching. Like see it's a new regime, making sure that everything gets done correctly. Mariota, and then I think it's mostly just gonna be the offense because the Falcons usually just play really simple but decent defense. Like they're never like straight garbage,
yeah.
but they're never like, oh man, these boys are just playing lights out.
Well they
Either.
I did watch a video and remember Dan Quinn was the head coach before he went to go be DC in Dallas.
Yeah,
And Dan Quinn tried to play the Seattle like defense with that personnel, and AJ Terrell was getting tore up. They
yeah.
changed DCs, they changed schemes, and the man damn near has an all pro year and is one of the best graded cornerbacks. So I expect him again. I hate to say it, he is a really, really good corner. I only have one key player for them, and that's just Kyle Pitts. Like that's it. I
Yeah,
told you how I felt
for
about
me,
it. Yeah,
it's everything. It's everything offense,
yeah.
and
It's
coaching.
just Kyle
So
Pitts. I my notes literally said three key players: Little Chris, Little Ludacris, Little John, and Kyle Pitts. that was my three. It was like Ludacris and Little John. Y'all keep the fans happy, and Kyle Pitts go score more than one touchdown because I get kind of irritated how people talk about this 1,000-yard season, and my man had what one touchdown against the Jets in a London game. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but at the same time, that that is his fault for not, getting the extra. But at the same time, it's not his fault if you do all the. I mean, hell, you did it at Van Horn. Did all the dirty work as soon
Dude,
as he went in.
this nigga had 110 targets.
Okay,
110 targets.
what side of the 50 were they on?
It doesn't matter, bro.
It does,
110
bro. It does.
targets.
It does. It does. It does.
110 times the team looked at you and threw you the ball and you only caught it 68.
I mean,
68 catches for 1,000 yards and one TD.
I
And you
mean,
want me to put you over other players? Like I said, Pat
I'm not putting
Fryermuth
them.
had 78 for 700 and like 7 TDs, bro.
I'm not putting them over players. I'm just saying, hey,
That's
at
the
some point,
misconception that's starting to like get a little irritating for me though.
yeah, no, I'm not putting him over nobody. Like he's still not like proven. I'm just saying, like take Van Horn for example. You had hella touches, but as soon as we get to the 5, 10, where you can definitely break the touchdown, they pull you, give it to
Yeah,
someone else.
bro, but that's the difference is they never pulled him. Julio never. Calvin really has
Exactly,
been one of their leading touchdown people, bro,
exactly.
because he just
Same
can't
thing with
finish the.
Julio. Same thing with Julio. He got all the yak, hella yards, but very little touchdowns.
All right, so let's do this. Does Kyle Pitts get 80 catches next year? I
No,
want you to think. I want you.
no.
No, you just said Mariota was an upgrade from Matt Ryan and he can't get 80.
I don't. It's not because of Mariota. I think it's just because Kyle Pitts isn't that guy. Again,
1,000
I
yards.
I think he can get 1,000. I think he can get 1,000. I think he gets like 73
5
catches.
more catches.
Yeah, I think he'll get like 73. Maybe he'll get 80. But I don't think that he's gonna
I
get
just
as
want
many
to,
targets
just wants
because
to be remembered. He was the one last year. There was no Calvin Ridley.
right. But there's a Drake London now.
I don't care for him.
You don't care for him,
Again, I
but
just don't.
they obviously care for him.
I don't care for him. I don't care for him. Again, I don't care for Drake London. I don't. I
And that's
care. I
fine.
actually care for him because he's just gonna make J.C. Horn look like the All-Pro guy that he is.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Again,
Matter of
like I
fact,
said,
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
yeah, Panthers number one.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Panthers number one. Panthers
It's a wrap.
number
So
one.
let's try to throw out the question. Kyle Pitts, 80 catches, 1,000 yards. What's the TDs look like? Because last year he had one against the
I
New
mean,
York Jets.
if he doesn't get more than one, then he shouldn't be in the NFL. like, yo, I'm just saying, if he goes 2 seasons with only having 2 touchdowns, there's an issue. And it may not necessarily, again, not be with him, but hey, somewhere he messed up in his life and their karma is coming back to him to where he doesn't get rewarded with the tutties. And you know, some
This
of us
dude.
have the gift and some of us don't.
Hold up.
But
This
no,
is hilarious, bro.
I
This
think
is hilarious.
I would hope that he gets at least 10, minimum 10. Hopefully.
Tommy Tremble had 20 catches for 180 yards and a touchdown. But Tommy also had a rushing touchdown. It's just like it's border like bro, it's borderline laughable. Like, but again, we'll see. Again, I see everything about Kyle Pitts and his talent and all of that. But again, like that production is just not enough. That's why I feel like they should be in the tank mode. All right, so you said 5-12, 4-13 on the Atlanta Falcons.
I got 5-12.
5-12,
5-16 or whatever. Oh, 5-11.
5-11. I bet. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the New Orleans Saints, man. Let's go ahead and move on to the New Orleans Saints with new head coach. Let me get this right.
Ooh.
Let me get this right because I believe it's Dennis Allen, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, in my notes, all I said was the head coach was not Sean Payton. That's all I said. That's all I said was the head coach was not Sean Payton. Even Google, it's Dennis Allen. My bad. It's Dennis Allen.
I think that's gonna be something. Like
It's supposed to
gonna
be
be weird.
something. It's supposed to be something.
I think it's gonna be something.
It's supposed to be something. You cannot lose a Sean. Well, you cannot lose a Hall of Fame coach and kind of expect everything to stay the same, right? But Dennis Allen has been around a while. The offensive coordinator, Pete Carmichael, has been around a while. So Saints fans don't expect any drop off in the coaching, right?
Which
Like
they should.
They don't expect the team to drop off in coaching.
They should.
Again, like I said, I feel
They're
like
gonna
you
be
should.
really disappointed.
They're gonna be this like again. All right, so let's get to it. Left tackle, Teron Armstead left to Miami. Safety Marcus Williams left to Baltimore. They bring in Tyrann Mathieu. They retain Jameis Winston. Marcus May, safety from the New York Jets, came over. Traquan Smith resigned. Let me see if the Jarvis Landry signs. Andy Dalton signs with the team. PJ Williams was retained. They also brought in Daniel Sorensen. And that's the free agents for them. And let me see if I can look up their draft class. Is there anybody in the free agent list that stands out to you?
Dalton pick.
Huh?
Dalton pick.
Andy Dalton?
Yeah. I think the Red Rocket. I think he's not gonna like have a rebirthing, but I think he's gonna have a resurgence this year. I think that I think he's probably gonna win out that starting spot.
Uh-huh.
and that he's gonna be the not Drew
Sorensen.
Brees, not the Drew Brees that they need, but something similar.
So you think he's gonna take the job from Jameis?
Yes.
I don't think he's gonna take the job from Jameis. I think Jameis is a starter, but again, Jameis hasn't finished the year, so Andy Dalton's there for insurance. They still went 9-8 last year with Taysom Hill and whoever else playing quarterback. So
Mostly just Taysom Hill.
you said what?
And I think it was just mostly Taysom Hill and like just
They had
making a whole
what's the
bunch.
dude from Notre Dame's name? Some quarterback from Notre Dame played in the Miami game. Let me see if he's on the depth chart real quick, and then I can tell you his name. Ian Book. Ian Book.
Okay.
Ian Book played the Miami game, and my man just didn't look good. But
Like I
in the
said,
rookie,
I think Dalton gets the spot. I think he gets the nod.
I don't think so. I think Jameis Winston is the dude, and again, Andy is there for complete insurance.
So I mean, if with that said, is Dalton better than Taysom Hill?
Quarterback, yes,
Okay.
because they like to
No,
only
that's what I'm saying.
use
That's what I'm saying.
because
That's what
they
I'm saying.
like to use
We
Taysom
just
a
talking about
certain
quarterback.
way.
We just talking about quarterback.
Yeah, that's it.
Is he better than you said Eli Book?
Ian Book.
Ian Book. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he's better than
okay.
Ian Book.
Way better. Is he better than Jameis?
No,
You don't think Andy Dalton's better than Jameis?
no, I don't. I
Interesting.
really don't. I think Jameis is like, I do think Jameis is better. I know his numbers got gas because he had that early 5 TD game against Green Bay
Packers.
when when he had like the
That was
180
wild.
yards. Yeah, but if
That
you
was
take out
wild.
but if you take out that 5 touchdown 180-yard game, my man's was pretty at to what he usually does for his career, TD to turnover ratio and yardage.
Which is
Jameis
like
is
1-for-1.
Yeah, which is like 1-for-1. Like Jameis is who he is. But the point for Jameis this year is I think he gets another year in the system. He comes back healthy, and then Michael Thomas is supposed to come back.
You don't think Dalton's ball is better than Jameis's?
No. Pause.
Sure. Whatever.
I
don't care about none of
that. Chad Bayless. No, 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 no. No, bro. No, absolutely not. Andy Dalton is not, he's done, bro. He's just insurance. He's literally just insurance.
Okay.
If Jameis goes down, he steps in so Taysom can continue to do exactly what they paid him and designed him to do. And then that's it. In the draft, they brought in Chris Olave and they brought in Jarvis Landry. So you're supposed to get Michael Thomas back. You're supposed to have Chris Olave and you're supposed to have Michael Thomas coming back. Last year, the touchdown leader was like Marquise Callaway. Like, bro had like 6 touchdowns. Like, it was a fairly weak receiving core that we're used to seeing in the Saints have. So it's
again, this is gonna be one of those ones where like, hey, just watch. When you see that red rocket, taking the start.
Okay, taking his heart, bro. He said taking his bro. Jameis is gonna start, but again, Jameis is like Jameis is
game pre-talk.
We don't know. Eating W's, bro. I'm down, bro. Nah, man. I think Jameis starts. I don't think Jameis starts. I'm sure Jameis starts, but Alvin Kamara is supposed to be suspended. We don't know how long, but we know he will be suspended to start the year.
At least one of our games. That's all I care about.
Yeah, at least one of our games, he's gone. Right, so that's all that's gonna matter. Defensively, they still got Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, Pete Warner, Marcus Davenport, Paulson Adebo. They drafted rookie Alante Taylor, who should be making his way. Again, like I said, they picked up Honey Badger and Sorensen. That don't move me.
I like the Honey Badger pick. Sorensen, I'm not a big fan of him because he gets a lot of like cheap hits that just kind of look the other way. I'm not.
I think they're gonna miss Marcus Williams.
Maybe, but I don't. I think Cam Jordan's starting to slow down. I
hope he is.
I think this is going to be probably one of the years where we start seeing that decline.
My bad. Go ahead. I gotta put on my Falcons jersey.
Saints jersey. Saints jersey. Ooh.
Oh yeah, my bad. My Saints jersey. Damn it.
Yeah. So I think Cam Jordan is gonna be. I think he's gonna start being on the decline. There it is.
Yep. I put on my Saints jersey. All right. So you said he's yeah. Again, eventually, with guys like Cam Jordan, we always kind of anticipate the decline. Let me see what his stats was last year, just to make sure, because I felt like my man's be balling, bro. 12 and a half sacks, bro. He's so nice, bro. He's so nice, bro. He be Cam Jordan be killing it, bro. He's so nice, bro. He's so nice.
He always at least gets like 1 or 2 against us. You be like, God damn it, bro.
Yeah, no, Cam Jordan is dumb nice, bro. I would not
hate
that man. I would not hate that man, bro. I can't wait for him to retire. Like, I really can't wait for him to retire, bro, and get on up out of there, bro. You deserve a break, bro. You deserve a break, bro.
Go on and green pastures, big dog.
Yeah, New Orleans is holding you back, bro. There's nothing for you here. Get out of here, bro. And then Demario Davis, who was a team with 70 tackles, 3. That don't even sound right. 105 total tackles, 70 solo. My bad. All right.
That means
so let's look at their schedule.
1-ups.
You said what?
That means he can't make his 1-ups.
All right, so let's look at the same schedule. Like I said, they finished 9-8 last year, barely missing the playoffs. So again, like I said, they start off with Atlanta, but you said in Atlanta that Atlanta wins this one, right?
Yes.
So they start off 0-1, then they go to Tampa.
No, Tampa goes to them.
Yeah, Tampa goes to them.
I think they got that one.
The Saints.
Yes.
The Red Rocket-led Saints.
Yes. Because, I mean, just think about it. Like, Brady.
I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna think about it, bro. I'm not gonna think about it, bro.
Brady.
0-2. 0-2. I'm not gonna think about it, bro.
No, think about it.
I'm not gonna think about it, bro. I'm not gonna think about it.
Brady has to wind up. You know what I mean? He has to get the creative.
0-2. 0-2.
I mean, I'm okay with the 0-2.
Carolina.
But at the same time,
Carolina.
They getting dubbed.
0-3. Minnesota. 0-4.
Yeah.
Seattle.
0-5.
Cincinnati.
So you think they go
0-6. Arizona. 0-7. The Raiders.
They definitely losing against the Raiders.
Big Hunter Renfro. Where's the dub at before the bye week? Go ahead. I'll wait, my brother.
I say the Bucks and the Seahawks.
The Bucks and the Seahawks. The Bucks and the Seahawks. Soy says 4-9 to the bye week.
I say Bucks, Seahawks, and maybe toss up with the Cardinals.
We are talking really bad on the Cardinals, though.
We are. I know we are. It sounds so bad.
It really sounds bad.
I mean, but honestly, that's only 3 losses. They'll be fine. They can get it back. they can get it back in the other 14 games.
I'm dying, bro. All right. So you gave Atlanta to win. I gave the Saints to win week 1, though.
Yeah.
But even with that,
either way, we both win. So,
you're win. Right. We win. I got God, bro.
So, what I mean, again, thinking from a Panthers mindset, I'd rather the Saints have that loss first. You know what I'm saying? Like that
After
early loss.
Week, just real quick, you because remember you did this earlier, and you said the Saints won and it took off a loss, so it really wasn't a 12-win Panthers team. It wasn't 11 because you said the Saints would get one. The Saints get one,
yeah, they get one, but
then that's 11. That's not a 12-win team.
Because we beat the Steelers.
Oh yeah, you said the Steelers. All right, so after the bye week, Atlanta, Cleveland, Philly, Carolina.
They get one. I think they beat us that last game for whatever reason. We always lose that last game.
At home.
They're at home.
Yeah. They're at home. I'm gonna try. I low key want to try to make it to that game. I told Justin, but Justin be playing, bro. I was like, bro, let's hit that last game of the year. I
Yeah,
gotta see. Like, bro, it's literally months away, my brother.
months.
Like, it's months away, my brother. I'm trying to come see what New Orleans is talking about. I want to go to that game. Like, I do want to go to that game. All right. So before the bye week, you said 3 or 4 wins, right?
3.
Three. And then after you said one.
Yeah. They might get the 49ers. They might get the 40. So for the Cardinals and the 49ers, it's toss up for me.
Okay. So I just want to put this in context, right?
Hmm.
If worst case happens, there's a 5-12 Carolina team, so 4-13 Atlanta team, and then there's a 5-12 New Orleans Saints team.
I'm aware of where the trend that this is going. I am fully aware. I am fully aware, bro. Like, hey, it's not looking good for this whole division. Like,
It's not looking good for this whole division, bro. It's
it's
not looking good,
no,
bro.
no, it's
We
not.
many a moons ago, bro. Many a moons
Yeah,
ago, bro.
we are well past that stage and are like, hey, we are the hardest division to play in. It's not that anymore.
Hey,
Like,
bro.
it's the struggle bus for everyone. Like,
This
we
is
all
struggle
getting
bus, bro.
L's.
Hey, many a moons ago, bro. Many a moons ago, bro.
The Bucks are the only ones that are safe. Like,
They're safe, bro. They getting 13 smooth, bro. You ain't really got to overcap the Bucks. They getting 13, 14
like,
smooth, bro.
smooth, bro. They in there.
Hey, they in there, bro. But hey,
All
just
hey,
imagine.
the games the Bucks are gonna lose is probably 2 in the first 5 weeks, maybe, and then you'll hit like hit or miss 1 or 2,
Okay,
maybe,
so let me
in
put you on
week
this. We gonna get to the Bucks. We're
11
almost to the
to
Bucks.
the
We're
end.
almost to the Bucks. We're almost to the Bucks. We're almost to the Bucks. J10 said, and them Saints boys, they gave me a couple statements. They said, one, the Saints are winning 10 games. I said, my
Cap.
brother. I said, my brother.
No,
Hey, I said,
negative.
what you cost, my brother? What you cost? Holla at me. What you want? What you
What
want? I
drugs
said,
they
put a
smoking?
couple jerseys in the cart, guy. I said, put a couple jerseys in the cart. Mess with me, bro. Please mess with me on 10 wins. He said they're going to win more games than the Panthers. I said, debatable. I said, debatable. They J10 also made the statement, I believe, that Jameis would pass for more yardage and have a better passing season than whoever is Carolina's quarterback.
That's definitely not gonna happen because Andy Dalton's gonna be the starter.
This dude, bro. All right. So let me ask a couple questions, and this is all based off of Jameis starting and Baker starting. My belief in Jameis starting is he's still not going to make it an entire year. I just don't think he's built to make it an entire year. That's why I told you Andy Dalton is there. So let's play a game. Baker or Jameis? Who has more passing yards?
Baker. Baker in all the
Oh,
categories. You don't even gotta ask. Baker in all the categories.
are
Hands
you
down.
sure? Yo, this
Hands
dude
down.
Jameis be
Except the
throwing for
only the the only
Jameis be flinging
category
for yards.
the only category that Jameis might beat Baker in is picks. Because that boy be just chucking them up. Like
That's
he
where the
be
yards come from.
bro, Baker
All
hands
right,
down.
all right,
All the way. You
all
don't even
right.
gotta
So
ask no more questions.
all right, so let's look at this because J10 said 10 wins. I told him, tell me the bet, bro. Tell me the bet. So last year, Jameis played in 7 games, had a 59% completion percentage for 1,170 yards, 14 TDs, and 3 picks.
Mhm.
59% completion percentage, 14 TDs, and remember, this is still including the Green Bay game.
Yeah.
So you think and Alvin's gone for a good suspension. So all right, in this 5-win season, we're giving the Saints. It ain't 10, bro. Saints win 10, bro. J10, we'll put a jersey on that, bro. We'll put a jersey on that. We'll put a jersey on that. 3 key players for the Saints, bro, for 2022.
And Dalton.
All right.
Michael Thomas. And Cam Jordan. I think like I said, I think this might be Cam Jordan's year that we start to see the man behind the myth, like the man behind the legend. Um, as bad as it sounds, and like I'm never gonna try to like wish anybody's downfall, but I think, at a certain time, everybody just starts to tailor off. I think this year is the year we start seeing him like slowly start tailoring off and not be as dominant or productive in the games. So
Okay.
if he can continue to uphold that standard that he's set, then hey, it's up.
Okay.
Um, and then Michael Thomas, I need to see more out of him besides the slants, especially with him coming back from this injury, seeing what he actually does,
Yeah.
how he bounces back, because everybody's different when they bounce back from injuries.
Yep.
Like not everybody's AP, not everybody's Odell that can bounce back from an injury and still keep damn near the same or better production. And then Andy Dalton, I think I'm a die. That's a sword I'm gonna die on.
He's
Yeah.
gonna die on the Red Rocket Sword, bro.
Hey,
That
my
is
boy,
hilarious, bro.
my boy getting that one.
That is
He watch.
hilarious.
You be like, damn, the boy Andy Dalton going crazy.
Who has a better year in your scenario, Andy Dalton or Marcus Mariota?
I think they're equally trash, but no, honestly, I think Mariota probably will have a better year. I think
Okay,
Mary I think Mariota is gonna have a better year just because Mariota is a better quarterback than Andy Dalton is.
but Andy's better than Jameis,
Yes,
and Mariota's better than Jameis.
way better,
All right,
way better.
just making sure. Just making sure. Just making sure. Just making sure. My three key players is going to be one, Michael Thomas, like you said, Alvin Kamara missing time and missing an extended period of time for suspension. Again, I could have sworn it was 6 or 8, so I'll have to double check. Um,
I think they came out with
a
the
lot of
actual.
Yeah, a lot of people again, like I said, like you just said, a lot of people like to call Michael Thomas slant boy, all this and that. If you can run 175 slants and get 150 catches, do you, bro?
Do it. Yeah,
Like
do it.
eat up,
But I
bro.
just want to. I just
Eat
want to
up,
see
bro.
more than that. Like I want to see more than that.
That's also where I think the limitation of Drew Brees played a role.
Yeah.
Jameis can send it. Jameis, even Andy, in this current moment, both of them have more arm power than Drew Brees had in that time with Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
So he's able to send it. Jarvis
Like
Landry coming over again. This entire
that's gonna be
receiving
crazy.
core,
It's
core
nasty.
is upgraded. Yeah, it's completely
It's nasty.
upgraded.
It's nasty.
Callaway, who was one of the leading receivers last year, is now the fourth man. So watching Chris Olave being able to work again, this is assuming that Michael Thomas is there from week one, and even a fraction of who he is better than what they had on the roster last year.
Yeah.
My second key player is Paulson Adebo. You already know people call Marshawn Lattimore lock up Marshawn. I don't like him. I don't like him. We don't like Marshawn Lattimore. But Paulson Adebo, man, I know J10 super high on him. I was high on him coming into the draft. I felt like he was a really good, solid cornerback. I actually liked him a little more than I liked Keith Taylor at the time. And seeing that he's their second cornerback on their roster and Keith Taylor is the fourth on ours, what I'm saying? Like it gives me as an opposition a hope of like, all right, you guys are equal talent and you're second, he's fourth on the depth chart. But again, I think if he can help to match what Lattimore brings, they'll be fine there. Marcus May coming off an injury, playing beside Matthew. I think those safeties are going to hurt him. The safeties, to me, seem to play a pretty big role in what the Saints aim to do. That's why I think they're going to miss Marcus Williams. I know people make fun of him because of stuff, but
So
like,
I
I
don't
feel like
think
they're going to miss
Tyron's
out
gonna
on
hurt him.
him.
I don't think Tyron's gonna hurt him. I think
Yeah,
he's
but
gonna ball out.
I don't
I
think
think
he is.
I think Sorensen is gonna hurt him because those two, Tyron and Sorensen. If you ever go back and look at the Chiefs,
No, no, no. Like, I'm,
Sorensen, like you could see Tyron really getting frustrated with Sorensen just because
Sorensen's a
Sorensen was
great
the weak
like
link.
he gets
He,
played, bro. He gets played, bro. Like Sorensen has his big trash moments, but he saved them dudes a lot too.
yes,
Sorensen's the dude who had the fourth down stop on the fake punt against Houston that gave him that. Sorensen's the
was
same
wasn't
dude.
that actually like head to head contact on that tackle?
No, that's the Cleveland one.
Okay,
When
yeah,
he had hit Rashad Higgins I believe it was Rashad Higgins at the goal line in the fumble. It
yeah,
caused a fumble. That play was a fumble or a touchdown. Like Sorensen is horrible in coverage, but he's not horrible in the box. And had like he's horrible in coverage, but when it comes to tackling and run defense, like my man's does his thing, bro. Like he wouldn't have been around that long. But I think here he doesn't have to worry about that. I think here he has a specific role because I still see a CJ Gardner Johnson or PJ Williams around and they could run nickel stuff that doesn't really have to keep Sorensen out of his position. The Chiefs would literally keep Sorensen at the spot where he was like the weakest at. And I think the Saints always find a way to be productive on defense. They've been the only team who's been beating the Bucks ever since Brady's got into the division. So yeah, that Demario Davis, I expect from him, Paulson Adebo. Like I said, Chris Olave and Michael Thomas in that receiving core, man. Uh, Again, you're assuming the Red Rocket starts. I'm assuming Jameis Winston starts, but I'm also assuming that at some point in the year he's not going to be able to play, and then they're going to have to move on. But I like there is a world where I can see this team if Jameis stays healthy, if Michael Thomas is 80% of who he is with Landry and Olave. Again, I would not be shocked if this did become an 8-9 win team, but it's not a 10-win team to me.
no, definitely not.
So you ready to move off the Saints and to move to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Yeah, let's go.
We get to finish up the last team in the NFC South. Will be with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with new head coach promoted Todd Bowles as Bruce Arians decides to move into the front office. Free agent transactions this year. Alex Kappa left. Russell Gage came from Atlanta to Tampa Bay after receiving a text message from Tom Brady. Leonard Fournette is remaining with the team, but they did lose Ronald Jones to Kansas City. OJ Howard also did leave to Baltimore. Akeem Hicks is coming in at defensive end from Chicago. Jordan Whitehead, their safety, left to the Jets. Giovanni Bernard's remaining with the team. And Keanu Neal, somebody who I had a lot of potential in coming into the league, is coming from Dallas to Tampa Bay. They have not brought back Jason Pierre-Paul, Rob Gronkowski retired, and Ndamukong Suh. They are not bringing back. And Le'Veon Bell, who says, I ain't playing football. I'm focusing on my boxing career.
Rapping.
And the most important acquisition of the entire offseason for the entire NFL is the return of Tom Brady. What this league and division looks like if Tom Brady is not on the team.
If he's not on the team,
Yeah.
Panthers #1. If he's on the team, it's a toss up. It's a toss up. Coin toss. Coin toss.
Facts. Let me get right. All right.
But
So
nah, for real though.
Brady coming back.
Brady coming back definitely. I'm not gonna say it made my stomach drop, but it definitely was one of those like, man, come on, bro.
All right, had to put
Like
on my
go
Bucks
home.
jersey.
Like go away. Like just go away.
He said, "Just
Like,
go." The man couldn't even stay at home, bro.
for 3 months, bro. Like,
yeah, what type of father and husband are you? You're trash, bro.
my boy
You
got
want to be the
taxed
greatest
out.
at a football game, bro? You want to be the greatest at a football game? Like, that's dumb, Tom.
You want to set the
Like, go home
standard
and
so
be a
high
father,
that no one
bro.
can ever achieve it.
Yeah, bro. Like, go home and
grow
be
up.
a father. What are you doing, bro? Like,
grow up.
it's trash, bro. Like, what type of man doesn't want to be at home with his kids, bro? Like this is what you like to do, Tom? Is come hang out with guys on the road and call plays in a huddle instead of being with your family and watching movies and all this and that. A wife who buys you moats and makes more money than you. Well, like what else can you get? The rich get richer, am I right? Ridiculous, dudes. Ridiculous, man. So what are your expectations? Clearly, I mean, on paper, the Bucks, let's say on paper the Bucks win the division, right? Like they barely squeak it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like they get 13 to
like
our
they
12.
get 13 wins, and then we get 5, and Atlanta gets 4, and the Saints get 6. But they barely squeak it out, right? It's not that big of a difference. They barely win. Who cares, right? You know what I'm saying? But hey, if you barely win, you win. That's all that matters, right? Who cares how much it's by? You just won.
Yeah, win's a win.
Yeah,
Whatever.
win's a win.
We
It's
get it.
whatever.
We get it.
We get it. Like, who wants to win anyway? All you do is get talked about longer. Like, go home and be with your family, bro. What are the expectations? Do you think the Bucks are a contender?
Yes.
Do you think the Bucks are NFC Championship bound?
Yes. I
Is
think
Tom
they.
Brady in line for a MVP?
I think he's number 5 on that list.
Number 5?
Yeah, I think he's number 5 for the talks of MVP.
A man was top 2, top 3 almost last year. He
Yeah,
threw for 5,000 last year
I know.
with 43 touchdowns and 12 picks. 6th-round pick from Michigan. This is the greatest quarterback of all time.
That boy's a goat, bro. That boy is so hard.
That boy is so dope, bro. He's so nice, bro. Brady is so
I,
nice, bro. All right. So Brady did 5,300 last year, 43 touchdowns, right? Led the league. Do you see him cracking 5,000 again? Forget Chris Godwin is hurt.
no. I think he gets. I think he gets in between 40, like 4,000 and 4,500. I don't think.
4,500.
I don't think he gets over 45.
Okay. 40 touchdowns.
hmm
Still giving him the touchdowns. Even with Rob
Uh,
Gronkowski being gone.
I don't think he gets 40. Well, I don't think he gets the same amount as he did last year. I think he drops off maybe like 5 or 6, but
Yeah,
he's still gonna. I mean, it's Tom Brady. He's gonna get it. Like boys is gonna go get them tutties. Like
got you. What It's so tough to talk about them because last year the
they
only
didn't.
reason
You didn't
the
think they
only
had anything.
no, they had it. The only reason why I had the Rams beating them in the playoff game was because Tristan Wirfs got hurt right before.
Yeah.
Like the Rams took advantage of the fact that O line, like the year before, which it was
Yeah.
kind of karma. I said the only reason why Tampa beat KC in the Super Bowl was because KC's like 2 O
O line.
linemen got
Yeah.
hurt.
Yep.
Then the Bucks play the Rams and they have a couple linemen go down, and then that makes the game tougher. Granted, so the Rams still had like 4 turnovers that game and still brought it down to like a last minute deal, right?
Yeah.
So Soy says 4,500 for sure. Gage was a huge addition. Maker for Godwin for the interim. He'll get at least 35, 40.
Yeah.
I,
I agree with that.
so again, the only reason why I picked against them last year was once Tristan Wirfs went out, I was like, yeah, bro, he's done. Like he's done. That line is done. Defensively, they were very, very injured in the secondary to begin with. A lot of their guys, like Baltimore, got injured early in the secondary. And they just like Sean Murphy Button and Dean, like a lot of these guys just kind of got hurt, right? And you knew over time that was going to wear on them because they started to lose depth. Going into it healthy next year, like you said, with having, yeah, with they record wise, this should be a team that's a 2, 1, 2, 3 seed
Yes.
record wise. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. I
I
also
think.
didn't
I
know
think
they
they don't
drafted.
drop below second seed for the NFC.
Okay, I can. Well, hold up. Green Bay. So
I got.
the division winners right now is like Eagles, Green Bay, Tampa, Rams.
Yes. The Bucks and the Rams are gonna be competing for 1 and 2 seeds. I don't got the
I
Packers.
said the Packers only L on their. I said the Packers could mess around and be 16-1. The only L I had to them was at Buffalo.
Nah.
Closer to 14. But I said, but then I went with Bale. I said they're closer to 14-13, but again, I only really see one loss on their schedule because I had them sweeping the Vikings and all of that stuff.
Yeah. No, I don't think they're gonna sweep the Vikings. The Vikings ain't gonna let that go. They gonna get
I
one.
so again, man, it's one seed win the division barely by like a game or two, right? So let's check out the schedule then, because again, this is a different conversation with the Bucks. When you look at other teams, truly who are bottom feeders compared to Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay didn't have Brady. This would be so crazy, bro. So
It,
with the
it'd be
schedule,
really the battle of the bums.
bro, this would be so goddamn funny, bro. This would be so funny, bro. So they open up with Dallas, New Orleans, Green
Dub,
Bay, Kansas
dub,
City,
dub, dub,
Atlanta,
dub,
Pittsburgh,
dub.
Carolina, Baltimore, Rams, Seattle, with the Week 11
So
bye week.
I think they might lose to KC. Uh, just because I think KC is probably gonna have one of those moments that is just like, hey, they playing with that chip, and when KC plays with a chip, like they play really tough. So I think they're gonna come to Tampa and get a dub. Uh,
So Soy has them 7-3 with a
and then
loss
I
to
got
Green
them.
Bay, Baltimore, and the Rams.
I got them losing to us at the crib.
So Soy says Green Bay, Baltimore, and the Rams. The Rams, wait, hold up. They got 3 games at home before the bye week. They got a weird schedule. They go away, home for 3, away, home for 3.
Yeah, I got
Green
them
Bay and
losing.
Kansas City are at home.
Yeah, I got them losing KC. I don't got them losing Green Bay. I got them losing KC and the Rams, and us. So yeah, I'll give them 3 L's before the bye.
I'm only going to give them 2. I'm only going to give them 2. And I would be more inclined to give them a loss to Green Bay than one to Kansas City. Green Bay's defense to me is way better than KC's.
It is.
And Alexander can go out there with Evans and everybody else can go do what they got to do. I can't give them. I'm going to give them the win over Baltimore because again, Baltimore doesn't have the receivers, and they'll probably use that run scheme that they do because you know how White and them get, bro. They be downhill on that stuff, man. So I would give them. I'm more inclined to only giving them their only losses are Green Bay and the Rams. 2, I can go 3, but I'd rather lean 8-2 at the bye week. Coming out of the bye week, they got Cleveland, New Orleans, Frisco, Cincy, Arizona, Carolina, and then Atlanta. And I only see
Yeah.
another maybe 2
Bengals.
losses.
Yeah.
They'll Bengals is at home. They'll win.
Nah, I got them.
I expect Godwin to be back at like week 12, 13. I know people are talking about, well, look at it. I said, bro, medicine. I'm just getting that's
No,
my
yeah, definitely,
suspicion.
definitely. I get that, but I got Joe Burr. Like I think Joe Burr,
Yeah.
by that time he should be in full swing.
So I actually have them. Yeah, I say I'm gonna say 2 more losses because again, Cincinnati can be that way. New Orleans always finds a way with Tampa to pull one out.
I don't think they do
So
it at the crib though. I don't think they. If you for me, if you give it to them, you give it to them.
they did it at the
And
crib though. They they did it. That's what Cuz did the picture where he had the deuces up in front of his face, talking
true,
bad. JT had it as his profile picture. They've done it before.
that's true. But I don't know. I think I'm kind of with Soy.
You know
I
what?
think
I'm I'm at
at
13
13
and
and 4.
4. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
at
at
13 and
13 and
4 at
4.
12 win minimum. I'm at
I,
13 and
I
4 at 12 win
so
minimum.
I think they lose. Like for me, obviously I'm a root for us, so I'll give them a toss up. For me, I think those games can go either way. I'm not gonna count them though, but I think they lose to KC, and I think they lose to the Chargers. I mean, the Rams, and then I think they lose to the Bengals, and maybe maybe the 49ers. I want to say the 49ers at that second half of the season.
Mhm. All right. Well, again, I'm with that. I'm at a 12-5 floor, up to a 14-3 ceiling.
Yeah.
Still clearly win the division at 14 wins. They should be the number one seed. Again, we have to look at the Rams schedule. I told you we did Green Bay's, and I felt like Green Bay was a 13-win team up to 16, so that does put them right in that area. Who was the other team we said was division winners? Packers,
You said
Rams, Eagle. Well,
all
yeah.
right.
So I said Washington. I put my money on Washington, but I still had Washington as like barely over 10 wins, so it's not enough to be a one seed.
No, definitely not.
Or whoever comes out of the East, I feel like their schedule is tougher, and they will lock up their spot.
I don't think anyone coming out of the East has over 12.
That's where I was at. I mean, I can see 13 too, but that'd be a killer year. Be a fire year. All right, 12-5 floor, up to a 14 win ceiling. Tampa Bay, you're calling them NFC Championship game?
Definitely.
NFC Championship game. I hope not. I hope they just lose in the first round.
Me too.
Yeah, I really do.
I would
I
love
just hope.
that as well.
Yeah, I
But
just hope that they bum out and lose.
being realistic, that's probably not gonna happen.
If they are the 2 seed, that means they'll mess around and probably end up playing another team from the NFC West, which will be Arizona 49ers.
So the Bucks don't lose to people too often twice. Like they don't lose twice too often.
No, you're right.
Like if they lose to an NFC West team, it will be during the regular season, and
Got you.
they won't lose again. Like
All right. So we got them. So we both got Tampa Bay barely winning the division, right?
but this is only if Tom Brady stays healthy. I think he
Tom
might
Brady's
break his
healthy,
back.
bro.
I think he
He's
gonna break his
healthy,
back.
bro.
I hope
He's
he break it.
there's a way bigger
I hope he was like,
chance
you know
that
what, my body
Jameis.
hurt.
There's a way bigger chance that every other quarterback on every other team in the NFC South gets hurt before Tom Brady gets hurt. Like all collectively. Like Jameis will get hurt, and then Andy will get hurt, and then Mariota will get hurt, and then Ritter will get hurt, and then Baker and Sam and Corral will get hurt, and then eventually Tom Brady will tweak an ankle like week 14.
I'm not praying on his downfall, but I hope he's like, at
Yeah, no.
45, this don't feel as good anymore. You know what? My back's a little sore.
All right, all right. Let me get out my Bucks jersey. All right, dudes. What are your final thoughts? Any hot takes on the NFC South before we wrap this up?
Hot take. I think Baker possibly will lead the NFC in touchdowns.
The NFC.
Yeah,
Baker will lead the NFC in touchdowns.
in touchdowns.
You just said Tom Brady will have 35, 40.
Yeah.
Baker's never threw more than 27.
Panthers number one.
Who am I? What am I? Hey, throw 50 of them hoes, Baker. Throw 50 of them.
I mean, if Jameis can throw 50, if Jameis can throw 50, goddamn you,
30, 30,
nigga,
30,
Baker
30,
definitely
30,
can.
30, 30. Jameis did it 30 for 30. All right. So let me see if I can give a outlook for every team, right? I think it's honestly clear to me that Atlanta is the worst team in the division, right? And honestly, Atlanta should be a top 4 pick next year.
Yes.
Like that's how I feel about Atlanta. How I feel about the Saints is I feel like life after Sean Payton is going to hurt. Like I
At
really
least for
do.
the
I feel
first
like
2 years.
yeah, like again, it's different. And I give them the respect, the fact that Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael have been there forever. Like y'all had that. But it's different when you're watching a cook and when you cook, right? Like, it's different when you're seeing a person make the meal and then it's your time to step up and to prepare the meal. So again, I don't know. I think that's gonna be, and especially with a lot of roster changeover for them, it's not easy to adjust with. That's why I don't believe a Honey Badger and them will ball out because there's a lot of adjustments to that roster that they have to make. Again, the receiving core is upgraded, and if healthy, they should be essentially better as an offense. But you're missing Alvin Kamara for a good portion of time. I don't see the Saints as a 10-win team, but I wouldn't be shocked if they pulled out 9 again. But I do not believe they're a 10-win team. Only one team right now is slated to go to the playoffs from the NFC out of the NFC South, and that's the Tampa Bay Bucks. In Carolina's case, it's literally on if Baker, and everybody said it, but if Baker is 2020 Baker, right? Let me pull this up so I can make sure I got the numbers absolutely right. Baker, Mayfield, stats. If Baker is 2020 Baker, right? 3,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 picks. It's Baker's 2020 year. He's always thrown for 3,000. He's turnover prone too. 27 touchdowns rookie year, 22 his second, 26 in 2020, 17 last year. You know, he spent the back part of the year hurt. 3,000 yards every year, 3,800 in 2009. Which is clearly 100% better than Sam and what he's brought to the table. I have a tough time accepting that people make the Panthers out to be as bad as they are, but there's a real chance that we really are another 5-win team. And Matt Rule doesn't go nowhere, which is hell for another offseason, right? But there's no way to me that Brady plays one more year. This is it for Brady.
Hopefully.
I would, if there's a parlay
That's what
for
I thought
that.
last year.
If there's a parlay for that, I'm gonna put my money on that. That Brady really doesn't play after this year. I really think he's done. And I don't even think he's on contract after this year either. I think that's the word I think. So he says Carolina has the best chance to go from worst to first next year. Brady gets hurt.
Or just you know what? I'm sore. I'm done.
I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah,
Just need
man.
one hit. Just need one good hit. Shake up them
Oh
old
man.
bones.
Dang, I didn't realize we was on here this long. We kicked it though. That's what happens when you come to our hood. You have a good time. You have a good time, right? As we get ready to get out of here, Deuce, any last truly last final thoughts going to TTE Tuesday for TTEspn?
Nah.
So you won't be on here for Tuesday's episode because you're scheduled, but we'll be talking about the AFC West, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos. You got any quick predictions?
I got the Raiders winning it.
Raiders winning the division?
Yeah.
Who's second?
Uh, I think it goes Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos again. I don't think Russ is gonna have as an impactful. Like I think they do good. Don't get me wrong. I think they do good. I don't think they like. I don't think they do better than the rest. And if they do better than the another team, it'll be the Chargers.
Right now, I got the Chargers winning the division and getting
Yeah.
the number 1 seed with 13, 14 wins. They got a much easier schedule than everybody else. Outside of their division and who they're supposed to play, they have a fairly easier schedule outside the rest of them. The Chiefs got a gauntlet all year. The Raiders, kind of some toss-ups in there. I kind of had them at like 11 wins. I had all of them over 10 wins, though, which is almost...
Definitely. Yeah.
which is
Everybody,
almost really...
that whole division's eaten. But I don't
Yeah.
think. I think the Broncos will be at that 10. Chargers will probably be 11, 12.
Yeah.
And so on and so on.
All right. Final Carolina thought, like Soy said, we got a good defense. It's nothing on defense. I'm expecting 3 Pro Bowlers and 2 All Pros from our defense this year.
I just want people to start putting respect on our
That's
ballers
it.
on the
Yeah.
defense.
I got a Pro Bowl year from Chin, Burns. Burns made Pro Bowl last year. So I got a Pro Bowl from Burns, Chin, and JC. Chin, man, I want to give him an All Pro, but they move him around so much they don't really be grading him. So I would have to ask for the All Pro year from JC and Burns. You give me that, we live in a good life. We live in a good life. All right, dudes, let's get out of here. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We kicked it. Fish, all y'all stopping by. Tuesday, we'll be back for the AFC West. Ready to go. TTE, we out.
We outie.